sirens echo like monks in panic. Windows bow before invisible hands. The sea is remembering loudly tonight. You can hear the guilt in every wave. Aqua Laguna wakes like an old god stretching. Her voice is wind, her fingers a texture. She claws at the docks, murmuring return. The city braces, builders pray in rivets. Even the seagulls know not to look back. All storms are history trying again. The canals overflow with memory. The current fluent in accusation. No one can outbuild the truth when it rises.
This is the sea's memory, waves as witnesses, tides as verdicts, every flood a confession unspoken.
Every survivor of a reluctant disciple.
Hammer, hammer, flood and fire.
Pluton sleeps beneath the choir. Every nail you drive in pride, I'll pull back out from the underside. Iceburg boards the upper level shut. Franky chains the bridges like promises. The storm repeats its favorite scripture, that nothing man-made stays forgiven. Each raindrop hits like ancestral warning. Remember what your hammers did to heaven. They say it's just weather, but we know storms have memories. They arrive on schedule, like audits.
This is the sea's memory, where water keeps receipts. Every drowned street a ledger, every gust a signature of blame.
The ocean speaks fluent consequence. Hammer, hammer, flood and fire. Pluton sleeps beneath the choir. Every wall you raise in fear, I'll return to engineer. The ocean speaks fluent consequence. Below the old docks grown awake, you can hear the ghosts forge thunder. Aqua Laguna pounds appears like animals, reshaping the shoreline, hammering apology into odd textures. Even lightning strikes with purpose. You built the weapon and called it art. You built the rails and called them mercy. You built the city higher and called it hope. You never asked who keeps the books, I do. The storm swallows conversation whole. People pray in the language of sandbags. Each gust tells a name erased from history. The canals overflow with genealogy. Every plank screams like a throat revisiting guilt. No human voice can match this rhythm. It's too old, too precise, to deserve.
This is the sea's memory, where the tide is testimony, where the wind cross-examines. We rebuild because the water remembers, and remembrance is a kind of punishment.
Hammer, hammer, flood and fire. Pluton sleeps beneath the choir. Every wall you raise in fear, I'll return to engineer. The straw hats run through the rain like sparks. Mortals fleeing mythic justice above them. Water 7 trembles between breaths. The line between city and sea erased. They do not know this flood is older than betrayal, that every storm here carries the same scream. Coxswains becomes tidal heartbeat. Choir murmurs half in Latin, half in waves, fragments. Forged below, forgotten above. The storm itself sings history. in aftermath, listening to the sea cool its temper, wondering how long until she remembers again.
This was the sea's memory, a history written in weather. We live on borrowed scaffolds, we breathe between recurrences.
Forgiveness comes only as the eye of the storm.
Hammer, flood and fire.
Pluton sleeps beneath the choir. Raise your cities, raise your plea. I am memory, I am The canals gleam with guilt and mourning. Boats drift past submerged street signs. Children skip stones on drowned rooftops, unaware each ripple writes an echo. The storm leaves behind its blueprints, so the builders know what to fix again. Waves lap like tired archivists, closing books. The wind files silence between pages of salt, and far below the surface, Pluton dreams in rust, waiting for the next verse of rain.